Hello and welcome along to one of the most picturesque sporting venues anywhere in Scotland. It's the Greenyards, the home of the Southern Knights, and tonight they'll be taking on Stirling Wolves in this FOSROC Super Series sprint contest. And so this is the last match for these sides in the regulation season. The Knights will get this match underway, and that is immediately gathered by Stirling Wolves. Wolves go once more, again looking to try and bring in James Pow, who's in that second row this evening. Of course, Pow, one of the vice-captains of Wolves. Again, it comes through the hands of the hard-working half-back partnership of McGee and Jackson, and away goes McKnight. Now, he often scores down the wings, but this time it was down the heart of the pitch, inside the 22, and he scored 2 tries from relatively close quarters last weekend against Boroughmuir, receiving possession on the fringes of the 22. Well, that's very similar.
Yeah, and the success, it makes the kick that much more simple. Just the pace of the attack of the Wolves, when they've got the ball, they're really keeping the tempo up and looking to play with a little bit of pace.
McDonald this time takes on his provider on towards outside centre, fending off 1, 2, 3 players, and Ryan Southern is in underneath the post for the second try inside the opening 10 minutes of the contest, and he did get into his full flow running there when he received possession of the ball. Stirling Wolves with this second conversion opportunity inside 10 minutes, 12 points to 0, a couple of steps, little jink, strike of the ball, and there's 2 points to add to an impressive opening for the visitors, who are now 14-0 in front.
Yeah.
And almost get a glimpse of that as again the Knights look to tap and go and get up towards the line, and the referee raises the arm and signals the score is good, and the Knights peppering the line, their efforts coming good with a score 17 minutes into the first half. Marcus Rhodes, they look to recycle again. McGee will go in once more, finds Holden, options central, and they're gaining some ground again through those locked forwards. James Pow doing very well as they continue to work their way up towards that 5-metre line. Still they're going. Tamasitas, he was yellow carded a week ago and they missed him for those 10 minutes when he was in the sin bin. A huge, powerful tight head prop. 2 out on the left-hand side. They've got a clean grounding there. The referee signalling the try was good. Rather, Ryan Southern, who was out on the left-hand side this time, scoring his second try of the evening. Holden's kick is an absolute beauty as well. Davidson squats down looking to receive possession of the ball and recycle quickly, which he does. The Knights certainly got the bit between their teeth just now as the floodlights come on around the Greenyards. Oh, a little bit of space for the inside centre to dance his way through, and it's Callum Grieve who scores a second try for Southern Knights to keep them very much in the coattails of Stirling Wolves at the moment. It's Knights 10, Wolves 21.
He got the chance to add the extras, does just that, so he's a full complement of 7 points for the inside centre.
Trying to track down the stand side and gaining the possession over that 10-metre line. Back to Greenlaw, just delaying the pass a little bit. On then towards Cruikshank. Cruikshank doing so well. On they go once more, and they look forward, and the captain, Runciman, galloping up 3 metres short of the line. Again, it's taken on by the scrum half, who positioned himself nicely, waited on Jack Dobie being the first receiver, and Dobie finishes off an excellent team try there for Southern Knights. Davidson again just positioned himself to continue the forward momentum of the move. Callum Grieve then just going through that pre-kick routine of his, so he rocks back and forward. Here he goes then, no mistaking this time, similar to his first attempt.
No, little time there just to control that ball, take their time with the penalty, but they've invited some pressure.
And it's taken on this time by James Pow, winning the ball, and the drive was very quickly on there. It's worked its way towards Sean McDonald, and McDonald, who scored 2 tries last weekend in that match.
The scoreline's relatively close, and it's another excellent pinpoint conversion attempt there from Holden from the touchline. But
with number 19 Archie Clark on, back it comes once more to Jackson out the side door. Now an opportunity for Hasdell. Hasdell into his running, and the man who scored a hat-trick last weekend touches down to score the first try of this second half, and that coming 90 seconds into the second period.
Yeah, and I think there'll be a few glum faces in the Greenyard stand as well, because the offloads from Craig Jackson was absolutely delicious into the path of Hasdell.
Harry Morris, who we got a glimpse of throwing the ball into the Southern Knights line out just a short time ago. But Hasdall with the steal on towards Holden, out towards the left hand side. McKnight now getting into his open running. McKnight round the corner. McKnight's not going to be caught, and he was able to wheel his way around Southern Knights defence there. The midfield were caught out on that Stirling Wolves left hand side, in for the score. And the Knights, well, it's been a disappointing opening period of this second half, as they've conceded 2 quick fire tries in the opening 5 minutes. Passage of play, players just appearing and popping up in menacing fashion here, as again they're able to link up perfectly, and that's an excellent score there. Eric Davey, the replacement scrum half.
Conversion after the try.
And it's another successful 2 points, so Knights 19, Wolves 47. Into the scrum, works his way around into his full accelerated running, then feeds it on towards Bryce, and Bryce is away. Bryce looking for the offload, and again they're able to find fresh legs off the bench, and it's Fergus Reid who's in for the score. There he is, he's barely been on the pitch. We've hardly been able to give him a mention since coming off the bench. He takes the congratulations of his teammates. Starting fly half last weekend, 6 days ago, and he's got the radar switched on there to add the extra 2 points. 54 points to 19 the scoreline. 4-try bonus for them from the line. That again they're looking to try and engineer an opening. They've got some muscle in there now, they've got the drive on. Many of the Wolves players are over their own line. The referee looking to raise the arm, and he does, and it looks as if it's one of the replacements. It could well be Harry Morris. I think it is Morris who threw the ball in. So it's a classic try from close quarters from the hooker, throwing the ball in. 24 points to 54 the scoreline. Grieve has managed to land a beauty. They've put the sides towards the lower reaches of the table to the sword in recent times, but the Knights looking to try and finish as the ball again works its way back towards Harry Morris. Can he do what he did a second time? He was successful 10 minutes ago. Has he landed another score? The referee is just taking his time, but he's signalled the score is good, and it's another pushover score. And here he goes then. Plenty of purchase on the ball, and it's good. He'll be pleased with that effort. This could well be the conclusion of the game now, as again he spins round, pokes the ball into touch Ewan Cunningham, and that is the conclusion of a high-scoring, thoroughly entertaining FOSROC Sprint Series contest here at the Green Yards. Congratulations all round to the efforts from both sets of players. Stirling Wolves making the journey down from Bridgehawk this Friday evening to win the game, you see, by 54 points to 33.
There's going to be Watsonians to get play underway here in a sun-drenched Meggetland here. It's a high, towering kick to get things started. Bobby Bratton, he burrows down to try and find his way towards that try line, but is dealt well with by this Boroughmuir Bears defence. As Berg links up with Baggett, who finds Owsley, who's been just ushered towards the corner of this pitch here at Meggetland. Watsonians do well to get across. Davidson then squirms through and blocks through the line. A gap in the defence was afforded to the Watsonians prop. Jason Baggett now 18 points from that right boot of his in the sprint series so far this season. Good connection, he's quick to pick up his tee as well, which is the sign of a confident fly half, and it's successful. It's a full 7 points for Watsonians. The ball makes its way towards Davison, who has to stamp the feet to find a little gap as Robeson splinters through, and the captain, Mr. Reliable, is just able to run that acute line, and eventually the Watsonians defence is broken. Scott Robeson to the fore. The captain leading from the front, and George Paul adds the extras, and it's 7 points all after 17 minutes. Filtered towards the stand side here to set up an opportunity for Swan to launch it downfield. Right-footed kick, watched all the way by Freddie Owsley, who just lifts his feet off the ground and then Starts to get the wheels turning. He's broke through the challenge and now he's in behind. He's going to have to go alone as he anchors his run towards the corner. And has he got the pace to outstrip Stewart? And he does. He's going to dive in the corner. And it's an excellent individual effort there from the left winger for Watsonians. Able to just power through the initial challenge and then wheel his way towards the line. Evasive footwork and great balance running from the electric winner. And Watsonians retake the lead, 12 points to 7. Watsonians certainly looking composed and looking like they know exactly what they want to do from that driving maul. Berg links up with Baggett. Owsley now anchoring his run towards the line, and it's Owsley at the double. He gets the ball down under some pressure from Boroughmuir Bears. The free ball allowed the backs to spread it a little bit wider. Against that electric pace from Freddie Owsley, extends the lead here for Watsonians to 17 points to 7. Baggett with the last glance at the uprights before his third attempt of the game. And it's his second success from the tee. Ball above the head, thrown to Beresford at the front and brought down. Gordon protects the ball and then is joined by Parry. It nudges forward as Quagga van Niekerk joins as well. Crabbing and closer towards that line. Penalty advantage coming. The ball looks like it's been dotted down by Parry as well. As it started to crumble, and great composure from the Watsonian hooker to get that bonus point try. He's got some options. Back inside to McFeet. Smith is able to find enough of a gap to squeeze over the line. Swan then gives it to Dodge Paul, and then waiting in the wing is Matt Reid, who was hugging the touchline, and he gets the first score of the second half. He goes the way of Boroughmuir Bears, are hoping to come back into this game to try and add the extras. And he's got underneath it certainly, and it's just snuck over the crossbar. And he's able to find Parkinson. And then Watsonians gather their thoughts and then trundle forward towards the line, and then it flops over and it's a try for Matt Pritchard at the tail of that driving maul. And that could be the try that secures a third, fourth place playoff spot for Watsonians. Baggett to try and add the extras here at Megatland to extend the lead, take Watsonians beyond the 30-point mark. He's got underneath it, and he's got the accuracy as well. And travels with the ball and finds Baggett, who's almost found a little space. He has eventually found the space, and now is just angling his way towards the corner. This is going to be a sensational try from the fly half just to sign off the game, and a convincing win here for Watsonians. The gap was afforded to the fly half, and he was able to show great pace to get into the corner and seal a victory at Megatland for Watsonians to sign off this game here at Megatland between Watsonians and Boroughmuir Bears. And he's got underneath this one, it's not got the distance, so it's an unsuccessful conversion attempt, but it's a successful trip away to new surroundings for Watsonians, who have certainly made Megatland their home here this afternoon.
We're at Goldenacre for a crucial fixture in round 6 of the FOSROC Super Series Sprint, as Heriot's Rugby and Ayrshire Bulls vie for a place in the playoff final next Friday night against Stirling Wolves. Richie Simpson, fly half this afternoon. Townsend again, out to Dan King, the long pass over the top to Sam Wallace, and he's got Leishman with him, and Leishman will go in the corner. That's the first try of the game, scored by Rory Leishman. Wells has to go in, acting as scrum half, flat pass to Townsend, good hands, picked up by Blaine, and Jack Blaine will go in for the second try for Heriot's, 2 tries in quick succession. Well, no, a referee had a word with our assistant on this side. That ball has been lost by Jack Blaine as he went over in the same corner as Rory Leishman scored just a moment ago. So the Heriot's left wing denied. Third attempt from the line out for the home side. And again, Linus finds Leishman. Back the ball comes. Ayrshire Bulls trying to hold this up, but it's in the hands of Sam Wallace, and the open side flanker has gone over the try line. And it's third time lucky for Heriot's. 3 line-outs, but they do find their way over the try line for their second try of the match. Catches that one nicely. And up go the flags. So Townsend adds the extras by the Bulls forwards. This time they pull the trigger out the back. And out to Kershaw. He's got Luca Bardelli out, lurking on the right wing, cuts back inside, hit by Blaine, but the winger goes over. Luca Bardelli with the try. And all from the scrum. The Bulls perhaps thought they had lost their opportunity with the charge down of Dan King's kick. The Bulls awarded the scrum 5. A difficult kick for Richie Simpson, but curls that one round nicely. Townsend in support, Hunter and Blaine. Oh, he's the danger man. Blaine cuts back inside and he will score with the second half only a minute old. Jack Blaine. Well, if Heriots need a score, that is exactly who to go to. Christian Townsend, the second successful conversion of the match. Out they go again to the right, Simpson with the flat pass. Again, that Heriot's defence just racing forward. Cullen out to Jamie Shedden, and Shedden will go in for the try. Well, that was hard work by the Ayrshire Bulls. 2 or 3 carries by the forwards. Bobby Beattie stopped. Heriot's look to strike back from here. Off goes Sam Pecure, taken down by Bardelli. Tries to find Wells. This could go horribly wrong. Lewis McNamara goes in the corner for the Ayrshire Bulls. Their third try. As Heriot's tried to run the ball back from the kick, Sam Pecure with the loose pass snapped up by the Bulls. Open side flanker Lewis McNamara. Simpson with the difficult conversion attempt from out wide. Well, that's a lovely kick which levels the scores. It's Heriot's 19, Ayrshire Bulls 19. Reece Cullen, all the Bulls players off to the right. Simpson out to Shedden again, and they will go in for the try. Thomas Glendinning, the scorer.
I thought they weren't going to pass it.
And that's the bonus point try for the Ayrshire Bulls, and the try which will see them in next Friday night's final. Simpson again, successful with the conversion. Heriot's not driving straight at the scrum, and penalty awarded to the Ayrshire Bulls, and the referee indicates that time is up. Reece Cullen kicks the ball off the pitch.
Today's man of the match selected by the press is the Ayrshire Bulls number 7, Lewis